back and happy to be here for one more class. Um, so how's life?
At the moment, my life is good.
Good. And what would you say if it were mais ou menos boa?
Mais ou menos boa. Kind of good.
Good.
Kinda?
Mm-hmm. Very good. That's good stuff. Okay, good. What's the other way? Do you remember the other way that you can say that it's
Kinda, sorta. Acho que é assim,
sorta?
assim,
Yeah,
falando certo.
good. What's something that is sorta in your life?
Uh, my situation about my coluna.
Okay, so it's sorta what?
uh,
Sorta screwed.
how can I say saúde? I don't remember
Saúde is health.
exactly. Health. Yes, eu estava com health na cabeça, que é coração.
No,
É,
heart, actually.
heart, não é hurt, não, é heart.
Hearth is coisa ah, da fogueira. Fogueira? Quando é aquela coisa dentro de casa que não temos aqui.
Lareira.
Lareira.
Ai, pera, saúde, health.
Health, yes.
My health maybe is sorta.
Okay, but
Is
remember,
não. Is sorta.
right, but what does sorta mean? What's the best translation for sorta or kinda?
Meio.
Meio.
Mais
So
ou
can
menos.
no, meio is the
Meio.
best because and so can you say minha saúde é meio or meia?
Não.
No. So you need something else after kinda
Ok.
or sorta.
Ah, eu posso usar bad?
Yeah,
Ou, yeah?
if that's true.
Kinda, sorta, bad.
Yeah. So and you don't need to use kinda sorta because kinda sorta is kind of kinda sorta is kind of like if it's almost like a joke. It's we use it in more situations that are a little bit more humorous. So in this case where you're talking about your health, you probably wouldn't say kinda sorta. You'd probably either use kinda or sorta, but not both.
Não, eu quis só dar um exemplo usando as duas.
Oh,
Tipo,
okay.
poderia ser as duas, qualquer uma dos dois
I'm sorry, I
e.
don't I don't understand.
Você já entendeu o que eu quis dizer.
No, but say it. That this is good. So, how would you say that? Explaining what you did. How would you say that in English?
Ah, não, eu
Eu que.
quis, eu,
Okay.
eu quis. I want,
Want
I
is eu
want.
quero.
Não, want com D é D no
But
final. Tô
remember,
tentando falar.
remember, remember. If we have a T or a D in the original verb, then we have id. So not want, but wanted, needed, ended,
Wanted,
started. Yeah.
wanted,
Yeah.
started,
Right.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wanted to say kind of and sort of for example.
As examples.
Both of and as example together.
Okay. See? That was easy. Good.
Both
Okay.
of them in my answer.
Good. Okay. That's acceptable. We can accept that. That works. All right.
Bom, que eu vou falando e vou fazendo a mímica, porque vai que não entende.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand Portuguese right now. It's just this weird thing that's happening where I don't
Ai,
understand Portuguese when we have class. And you shouldn't either. Okay, around or
Ok.
about. So we were talking about kind of and sort of as ways to say mais ou menos instead of using like so or more or less. But
No,
so
never.
these are those situations, but I need something because I use it as meio or meia. But we have other situations where we can use around or about. And these situations are, that's when you read. When I say these situations are,
Ok. When you want to say mais ou menos, follow it. Follow
okay,
it.
so here it's not T or D, it's follow. So the sound in the original verb is w. So in this one it'd be followed. Followed.
Followed. Followed. Followed. Tá. When you want to say mais ou menos followed by a number, you use around or about. What time are you leaving work today? About 5. There were around 500 people at the party.
Okay,
Eita,
so
minha pronúncia tá ruim, não. Parece, né? Não sei.
no, oh, I didn't even notice. It was so good that I didn't even notice. It was just normal. It wasn't. So that's good. That's a good sign that I didn't even notice that your pronunciation was so good on party, which is one of the hardest words for most Brazilian students to say. Good. So here with about and around would be where a lot of people would say more or less 5. What time are you leaving work today? More or less 5. That sounds very strange to me. More or less 5. And of course, so 5 would be terrible. Same thing, there were more or less 500 people at the party. It sounds too formal to me. And so 500, it's just dumb. It doesn't exist. So there were around. And we can switch it. It could be around 5 people. Oh, sorry, around 5 o'clock, or it can be about 500 people. They're interchangeable. They mean almost exactly the same thing. So give me
I
something.
like around.
Okay, so give me a sentence with around.
Around. Today is no. Today complete no. Complete one. Ah, não. Que mania minha de botar A em tudo, que cacete.
Be careful.
Today,
This is a family show. No swearing.
today complete about 1 month. Next, my surgery.
Surgery?
Surgery.
Since, I think you want. Desde?
Ah, isso, since.
Since. Yep.
Não, na verdade, na minha cabeça, eu falei depois da cirurgia, mas é desde a cirurgia, não depois, isso mesmo. Since my surgery, é isso?
Surgery.
Surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery.
Yes. Okay, very good. But what is the sound of the verb? What's the last sound of the verb completar in English?
Completed.
Completed, right? That you always do that. You don't answer my question. You just skip to the next part, which is T. Yes. The original verb
Completed.
is to, so complete, so not complete, but completed, completed. And then we round off that T instead of completed, we say completed, completed.
Completed.
Yep.
Completed.
That is correct. All right. Okay, so when to we want to contrariar, right? We want to say the opposite of something. So if I want to say the opposite of uh, something like this sentence here, I didn't like this hotel, but she
Did.
but she did. So it's like it says here, we must keep the same auxiliary verb. So for example, there's a lot of students that they love do. So it wouldn't be I didn't like this hotel, but she does, because it's the same auxiliary verb. So if I use did in the first part, I need to use did in the second part. If I say she doesn't like this hotel, but what would it be? She doesn't like this hotel, but
Did?
not if she doesn't. Is doesn't present, past, or future?
Doesn't. Past. Doesn't?
Yeah. Did is the only past,
Ah!
right? When do I use does or doesn't?
Pra negar.
Okay, it can be. Doesn't, para negar. Does. When do I use those two, though?
With uh, her, him, and it.
Mm-hmm. Or he,
She,
she, it,
he,
depending on
it.
the situation, either at the beginning or the end. Yes. So third person singular, then I use does. Is it past or present?
Present.
Present. Yes. So if I say she doesn't like this hotel, but
Doesn't.
what's the correct form for I?
Did.
Okay, but is
Não, do.
does do? Yes, there we go. Cheguemos.
Não,
Yes.
mas.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Ai, é. Não, eu achei que tinha uma dúvida, mas eu entendi.
Okay. So the key is the beginning, and if it's present, past, present, or future, then I'm going to use the same time, the same verb tense in the second part. And that's why it needs to be I do, because she doesn't. So I'm saying the opposite, that I feel the opposite way, but it needs to be the same. So if it's did or didn't, then it's going to be didn't or did at the end. If it's does or do at the beginning, then it's going to be the opposite, don't or doesn't, at the end. Okay. So
Ok.
we're going to do the opposite, but the same verb tense. Can you read the next one in the contracted form?
Ok. We must keep the same auxiliary verb. I didn't like this hotel, but she did. In the contracted form, me, to, her, to, we use the object pronouns.
Object pronouns.
Object pronouns.
Good.
I like it. Him too. Him too. I like it. She does he.
Oh, what? I like it.
So
Not
does he.
so does he. Yes.
I like it. So does he. Oh,
Okay. So here I'm saying that the other person agrees with me. I like it, and I can say he does too, or him too. I like it, so does he, or he does too. Okay.
to, I just use with him and her.
Him, her, they. It's any of the pronouns, but this is the contracted form. This is the short answer
Okay, okay.
when I put it together. So, and the key here is there's a verb for me, but there's not a verb for him. So I could be redundant. I could say, I like it and he likes it too. And then it's going to be he because I put the verb. In this case, where it's separate, then I like it, so does he. And that's why it's he instead of him, because I added does. Anytime I use a verb, either an auxiliary verb or a weak verb, then I'm going to use the first column, which is I, you, he, she, it, we, they, you. Okay, so let's use this. How would you say something about something that you like, but your husband doesn't, and vice versa? Something that your husband likes that you don't.
I like so much to take a picture, and my husband did. No, doesn't.
Doesn't, exactly. Good. Okay, there's just one little thing. That's very good. Very good sentence. One little thing with that is that when you say I like, then it's the thing, then so much. So in Portuguese we say eu gosto tanto disso, right? Dessa coisa. In
Uh-huh.
English, eu gosto dessa coisa tanto.
Uh, I like to take a picture so much. So much is next
Is after. Yeah.
after.
Yes. Because the quantity of how much you like that thing, or you want that thing, or you need that thing, whatever the verb is,
Meu
comes
Deus, falei
after.
errado a vida inteira.
Yeah, that's why we're here, to correct that.
Okay, I like to take a picture so much, and my husband did. Doesn't. Cacete. De novo, é a mesma coisa.
Good, but
Doesn't.
you corrected it on your own by yourself. That's okay. Okay. Does he hate to take pictures?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Val too. Val hates to take pictures, but when I put Val with me in my
In the
stories,
yes.
I get like 5 times more visualizations, 5 times more views when I take a picture with Val than when I take a picture by myself. I guess maybe I should learn something from that, but no, I'm not going to.
The same, how can I say proporção?
The same proportion.
The same proportion. About I like to take a picture and he hate to take a picture.
He,
Hate?
I
No,
hate, you hate, we hate, he
hates.
hates to take a picture. Yeah.
He
So,
hates to take a picture.
so the way that you could say that is as much as you like to take a picture is how much he hates to
Yes,
take a picture. Okay.
exactly. Congratulations for you.
Thank you. Yes, I've been practicing.
I
Okay.
know. Not him, not her. In the
Non, uh-huh.
non-contracted form, we also use the second column. I'm leaving tomorrow, not her.
Right. Okay. So what does that mean? I'm leaving tomorrow, not her.
Uh, I'm leaving. É- Não, eu tô traduzindo errado, teacher, na minha cabeça.
What is leaving?
É, eu estou chegando amanhã, ela não.
What is chegar? How do we say chegar?
Right. É, leaving é indo
Arrive
embora.
or get, right?
Yes.
Yes, leaving is
Saindo.
saindo.
Continuo confundindo os dois. Desde as aulas.
It's normal. It's okay. So
Eu
why?
estou saindo amanhã, não ela. Ela não.
Ela no. Uh-huh. So why in this sentence do I use her second column, and in this sentence I use she from the first column?
I don't know.
The key is the verb. If I use the verb. So just like where we had I like it, him too, I don't have a verb with him. But if I say I like it, so does he, or even if I say I like it and so does he, because I have does as a verb, then I'm going to use the first column and not the second.
Tá fazendo sentido.
Okay, so the key is having that verb together. For example, if I say who likes, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Gelato.
Okay, and what flavor?
Aquele da vaquinha. É o nome desse.
Vaquinha, flocos? Is that vaquinha? I don't know what
Não,
vaquinha is.
é.
The cow? There's cow? I mean, they all come from a cow, right?
Não tem aqui.
Oh yeah, is it para? Is it something you get in
Não,
para?
com certeza não. Ai, Jesus. Não vou lembrar o nome. Enfim.
Okay.
E eu não
Well,
sei o nome
that
de
doesn't
outra.
help. So, what's your second favorite ice cream?
Bateu.
Bachu?
Delate. Como é que fala aquele? Bateu.
Oh,
São dois Cs.
oh, bachu, but that's like but I just want a flavor. What's a flavor? Sabor.
Ah! Leite ninho.
Leite Ninho. Okay. So, if I say who likes Leite Ninho ice cream, then you raise your
Me.
hand and say
Me.
me, right? You don't say I. But
Aham.
what if you add do? Do you say me do?
Não.
No. What do you say?
Me did?
No.
Deus.
Did would be the past, and does is for he, she, it. It would be I do because it's connected to the
Ah.
verb. So anytime you use the verb in the short answer, you're going to use the first column. I, you, he, she, it, we, they, you. Anytime you attach the verb, you use first column. Anytime you take out the verb and just say ew, then it's just me. Then it's second column. Me, you, him, her, it, us, them, you. Then you're going to use the second column if you just leave it. So them, right? Just them. Or they do. That's the difference. It's that first column is attached to the verb, and the second column if there is no verb in that situation.
Okay, I get it. I think so.
So remember, if it's in English, we don't say eu acho que sim unless somebody asks you a question. So in that case, it would be I get it, I think.
Ok. É que eu tô com isso na cabeça de que o I think não pode ser sozinho nunca. Não sei por quê.
I think you are bringing over what we learned about verbos medrosos, but think is not a verbo medroso.
Vou destravar isso agora.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, it's very easy to make that mistake because when we talked about verbos medrosos, what did I say? I said it's usually verbs that have something to do with desires or feelings. So thinking isn't really a desire, and it's not really emotional, it's that same kind of idea, but that's why it's not. We don't have to have something like, I can't say I want. I have to say, what do I have to say instead of I want? If I say, who wants to go to Disney World? And you raise your hand and say, eu quero.
I want to.
I want to, right? So with want and need and like and prefer, all of those verbs, I need that extra. But think is one where you can say, in a lot of situations you do actually. So and that's where I think so comes in, where usually we say I think so. But if you're saying da 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 eu acho, then it's I understand. For example, what you said. Oh, okay. I get it, or I understand. I think. So
I
then you're
think. Okay, I think.
then you're yeah, then you're connecting it to that idea.
Vai dar certo.
Theater.
Theater, a play. Theater is a place where people can watch a play. I
So
saw
so I was just going to say this is interesting, right? What is to play?
jogar.
Jogar or brincar
Yes.
or tocar instrumento.
É verdade.
But it isn't to act in the theater. So we call what would be the translation of a play if we're talking about a theater being a place where people can watch a play. What is a play in Portuguese?
Tocar.
So here it's not a verb. If it's a verb, it could be tocar or brincar or jogar.
To play, né?
Right, that's to play. But here is a play that is at the theater. So how do we say that in Portuguese? The thing that happens at a theater. I'm going to the theater to see a play. Eu vou para o teatro para ver what? Uma
Peça.
peça. Exactly. So a play is uma peça. When we're talking about the theater, there's also uma jogada, right? In soccer or American football, we also call that a play. But when we're referring to the theater, that's what it is. And it's very interesting because why? It's not like you're now está brincando. I guess maybe it started off that they were just playing around when they were having the theater. I don't know. I'm not sure where that connection is. Okay, go ahead and continue.
I saw Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
The Beast at the theater, and it was fantastic. My dream is to act in a Broadway play.
So, looking at this second sentence, what do you think to act is?
I saw Beauty and the Beast. The theater was fantastic. Beauty and the Beast. I don't know what is Beast.
So, Beauty and the Beast is a Bela e.
A Fera.
I think so. Yeah.
Beauty.
Beauty. So, beauty is beleza, right? Oh, a person who is a beauty is that, whatever that name is in Portuguese.
Gosh.
What's the name in Portuguese?
A Bela.
A Bela. Bela e a.
Fera.
Fera? O cara é fera? Is that the same thing?
Fera, Bela e a Fera. O nome
But
do filme.
why do people say o cara é fera?
I don't know.
Just slang, just some weird slang. I never
Sim,
knew I never knew what that meant. I hear everybody say it, but I never
yes,
knew what the word means. So he's a beast, basically.
yes.
Okay. That makes some sense. Okay. So uh
Eu também fico assim, metade das aulas.
so the second sentence then, my dream is to act. What do you think to act in a Broadway
Atuar.
play? Atuar. So to act, we have two main meanings. One is atuar, the other
Uhum.
is agir.
Hum.
So to act coming from, or the word, the noun coming that is similar, has the same root as act, is action, ação. So we have action, that's the noun, and then to act as the verb, and so it has those two meanings. So atuar. Have you ever seen a a play? First, my first question: have you ever seen a play anywhere?
Ah, é, I went the watch up. No, I went watch a play, but it's
I went
I went
to
watch
watch. To
to
watch.
watch. I went to watch a play, but it's uh, por que tudo eu boto A? Você pode me explicar isso?
Because we like articles.
Pô, na hora que é pra pôr, eu não coloco, eu tenho certeza. But it was a long time ago.
Okay. And in your trips to New York, have you ever seen a Broadway play?
No.
No. Would your
No,
husband?
because it's, my husband does have a patient for
Okay. So
to watch a play.
he does have patience. My husband, what?
Doesn't?
Doesn't have patience. Yeah.
Doesn't have a patient.
Aí, so patience, aí não vai ter porque não é uma paciência. You were right.
Ai, Deus.
Yeah, so your husband doesn't have patience for a Broadway play. Okay. But so it was, how many, was it like 10 years ago that you saw a play?
No.
No? 5 years ago?
Maybe 3 years
3 years
ago.
ago? Was it in São Paulo or where was it?
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. Okay.
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. Let's get some practice
Oh my gosh.
in a minute. But first, let's do this. So
If you
this
don't like
this represents something.
something, then if you didn't like the songs, then you shouldn't have gone to the concert.
Let's just correct
Se
that real
você
fast.
não gosta de música, então você não deveria ir a um concerto. Ao
You
concerto.
shouldn't have gone. And if you didn't like the songs. So in this case, se você não. Is this past, present, or future?
Past.
Past. So se você não
Gostou
gostava das músicas,
das músicas, então você não deveria ter ido
right?
ao concerto.
Exactly.
Se
Good.
você não gostava de músicas, você não deveria ter ido ao concerto. A clause ou
Clause.
clause. A clause is a unit in a sentence that contains a subject and an action state and expresses a complete talk.
Thought.
Talk.
Thought.
Thought. Que é
There you
isso?
go. Thought.
Tá.
Pensamento. In this sentence, it's pensamento.
Pensamento.
It can be the past of to think, but here it's pensamento.
The if cloud
Clause.
clause. What is this clause?
Clause. It's like well, literally it's cláusula, but it's a grammatical term, which means a parte, uma unidade, uma parte de uma frase.
The if clause is the most famous of them.
Them. Fecha os lábios. Them.
Them.
So what does that mean? It just means that this section, if you didn't like the songs. So with this if clause, this if section, I can put the if section at the beginning or I can put it after. So for example, if I put if after, then I can say you shouldn't have gone to the concert if you didn't like the songs. Because I can move this if clause. So I can say, se você não gostava das músicas, você não deveria ter ido para o concerto ou show. Or I can say, você não deveria ter ido para o show se você não gostava das músicas. So that's the interesting thing about these if clauses is it can go after or it can go before. So let's practice that. Let's give me something that someone should or shouldn't do if something else.
If you didn't like to take a picture, then you shouldn't eu só lembro do que não é para falar. To trip with me.
You shouldn't, but remember
to travel with me.
Okay, but you shouldn't have, right? If you didn't like to take a picture, then you shouldn't.
To have?
Shouldn't have, not to have, shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have to take to travel with me.
Okay, so notice here, you shouldn't have what kind of verb is this right here? Gone. What is that form? Do you remember? Go, went, gone. What form is gone? We saw it a lot with present perfect.
Present perfect.
This isn't present perfect, but we saw this verb form when we use it in the present perfect, which is the past participle. Não deveria ter ir, right? No. Não deveria ter ir. Não deveria ter
ido.
Foi, right? Não deveria ter ido. Ido is the past participle. So in English, what's
ido and gone.
Ido is gone. Now, in your sentence, the verb you want to use is travel. What's the past participle of travel? And this is a hugely important tip. Do you know the past participle of travel? It looks like you don't, right? You do,
Na minha cabeça, eu teria que usar traveling, não?
nope.
O ing
Traveling are
depois do...
not past participles. So the past participles of regular verbs is the same as the simple past. What's the simple
Traveled.
past? Yeah, traveled. Okay. And now here's the huge tip. Pay attention. This is huge. If you don't know the past participle of a verb, you always guess ed, because most verbs are going to be ed. And if it's wrong, people will still understand. It will sound very weird, but people will still understand. If you say, for example, if you say, you shouldn't have went. In fact, many native speakers, instead of saying you shouldn't have gone, they say you shouldn't have went. It's terrible, but that's what a lot of native speakers say. You shouldn't have was, right? That's completely wrong. It's you shouldn't have been. But if you say you shouldn't have was, it will sound weird, but the person will understand. So you always use the simple past. If you know the simple past of like to be is was or were, or those, but if not, then you just put ed. And most of the time, like 99% of the time, it will be understood, and 75% of the time it'll be the right answer, because about 75% of the time the past participle comes from a regular verb. Okay?
Okay.
So in this case, if you didn't want to take pictures, then
You shouldn't have gone to traveled with
yeah,
me.
so not to traveled. So in that case, you can
Just
take out,
traveled.
yeah, well, no. So you shouldn't,
No?
in that case, take out gone. You shouldn't have, that was your original sentence. You shouldn't have, and then use the verb travel in the past participle.
Have gone.
No, we're taking out gone. We're not saying você não deveria ter ido. Estamos falando você não deveria ter viajado comigo. So what's the past participle of travel?
Traveled.
Yeah, it is. And if you don't know, you should guess traveled. So you shouldn't have
Traveled with me.
exactly. So
E não deveria ter viajado e não ter ido viajar.
You can, but if you say ido viajar, then it's going to be you shouldn't have gone and traveled with me, or gone to travel with me. It's too complex. We can just go you shouldn't have traveled with me, or just you shouldn't have gone with me. One or the other is it's a little cleaner. It's a little little better. Sounds a little better.
Legal.
So here are some examples of if clauses. So we saw if you didn't like the songs, you shouldn't have gone to the concert. Oops, that's the exact same thing. Yeah, so I need to change that. Continuing on, while you wait.
While you wait.
What is while?
Não sei.
While is enquanto.
Enquanto. Enquanto você espera.
Yep.
We can talk while you wait for your mom get here.
Your mom? Oh, jeez.
Wait.
What? So, vamos brincar de caça-erro. What's the mistake here?
É, nós podemos conversar enquanto você espera pela sua mãe chegar aqui.
So, that's what it means, but what's missing? What does missing mean?
Missing.
Faltando. What is
O que,
missing? O que está faltando?
que está faltando? You wait for your mom to get here.
Good. Very nice. E vamos fingir que eu fiz isso justamente
De
para não ser.
propósito.
Yeah.
Todos sabemos que foi de propósito.
Next sentence.
Next sentence. While you wait for the doctor, you can fill out these forms. Enquanto você espera pelo médico, você pode marcar essas questões?
Close. So
É,
forms,
eu lembro de
formulários.
você explicar que eram os formulários com caixinha. E aí
Yeah.
veio questões na cabeça e não formulário.
Right. So
Mas marcar, que é de marcar, quando tem as caixinhas, que é forms, não é isso? Não.
well, formulário is forms.
Tá.
Okay.
É isso.
But
Formulário tem as caixinhas.
we have fill out, and what we saw before was the difference between fill out and fill in. So as caixinhas or lacunas, the blanks,
Fill
is
in.
fill in when it's usually referring to individual blanks.
Aham.
But if we're talking about a whole form, that's when we use fill out.
Fill out.
So, what's the verb we use in Portuguese when we're talking about filling out a form?
Responder. Não é?
Responder. That's possible. I think we use more preencher.
Preencher.
So, to fill out a form is preencher um formulário.
Legal.
So, what does this mean, this whole sentence?
Enquanto você espera pelo médico, você pode responder esses formulários.
Preencher
Preencher esses
esses
formulários.
formulários. Porque os formulários não vão fazer perguntas. Okay. To be careful. This is a very useful expression.
To be careful. To give a lot of attention to what you are doing so that you don't have an accident, make a mistake, or damage something. Danger. He is a very careful worker. Be careful. I don't want you to fall. Be careful to look, but always when
Oh,
you
not
oops,
always.
ways
Ways.
when you cross the street. Tá.
Okay, so let's look at. Do you understand the definition of to be careful?
Be careful. I don't want you to fall.
No, the definition.
Be careful. Cuidado.
But do you understand what that means? To give a lot of attention to what you're doing so that you don't have an accident, make a mistake, or damage something? Is there any part of that that you don't understand?
Tenha muita atenção
Dar atenção. To give, right?
Ah, é dar atenção?
Yes, literally, it's dar atenção, but it would be probably the translation would be probably what
Tenha?
you said, right? But
Ah,
do you use ter atenção? Is that?
não, por isso que eu tô achando estranho. Ter atenção,
Mas não é ter, give é dar.
dar. Então,
Prestar would be the
isso,
best
isso.
translation.
Prestar muita atenção. É, to what you
To
are
what you're
doing.
doing, yeah.
É, quando estiver fazendo, ou quando. Não. You are doing.
So to what
Você-
you are doing. What is what
O quê?
you are doing?
É, você está fazendo.
Yeah, so prestar bem atenção no que você está
Olhar
fazendo.
para prestar muita atenção. Olhar o que você está
Não,
fazendo.
não olhar,
Cadê a conexão aí?
porque
Para olhar.
não tem
Para
olhar.
olhar.
I don't know where olhar is coming from.
What? Eu não
What
sei,
não
tô
é olhar.
tentando descobrir.
Ok, so é prestar muita atenção ou no que
What?
você está fazendo ou para que você está fazendo,
Ah,
right? Acho que em português fica mais no que você está fazendo, right?
no que?
Right? But remember, it's because prepositions are different. So nós prestamos atenção para o que nós fazemos, onde em português é mais prestar atenção no que você está fazendo.
To give a lot of attention no que você está fazendo.
So that, this is a very good expression. So that, para quê?
Pra quê? Pra que? So that you don't have a... Pra que você não tenha um acidente. Cometa um erro
Good.
ou
Damage. This is the first time we've seen damage. To damage é danificar, causar dano.
damage, é tipo damage, que a gente vê o
Não,
povo
não.
xingando no vídeo,
É o que eu
nos
penso
filmes.
também quando eu vejo, mas é damn it. Like
Ah,
Damenit. So, yeah, but it's. Tem gente que fala assim para não falar palavrão. Fala
ah,
damage, mas a grande maioria não, é damn it mesmo.
entendi.
Que é dane-se.
É, não cometer o que que é mesmo? Damage, sorry.
Damage something é causar danos ou
Não cometa um
prejudicar.
erro ou cause danos.
Yeah.
Oh, very hard. Ele é a very careful worker. Um trabalhador cuidadoso?
Yep.
Muito cuidadoso.
Yep.
Um trabalhador muito cuidadoso. Be careful. Tome cuidado. I don't want you to fall. O que é to fall?
To fall, cair.
Cair. Eu não quero que você caia. Não.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eu não quero que
Yeah.
você caia.
Yep.
Mas to fall é caia?
Não,
Não é
mas
cair?
é cair. Mas em inglês nós falamos não quero que você cair. Nós chegamos em algumas coisas onde os verbos em português são bem mais difíceis. Eu
Oh,
não
meu
quero que
Deus.
você caia. Por que caia? Right? Ou, por exemplo, se eu fosse você, como é que eu falo? Se eu fosse você?
If I be you.
Were ou was. É aceitável no falar if I was you. Se eu era você. Para nós não precisa uma outra forma. Então,
Entendi.
nós vamos ver como nem sempre nós vamos poder traduzir ao pé da letra.
Entendi. Be careful to look both always when you
Não, falou
cross.
always de novo. Both ways.
Ways. Both ways. O que é ways?
Ways. Way pode ser caminho, direção,
Ways.
maneira,
Tá,
jeito.
cuidado, olhe os dois sentidos quando você for atravessar a rua.
Here would be nas duas direções, ou
Duas direções, ou sem.
seja,
Tá.
para a esquerda e para a direita.
É, chegamos num ponto bem difícil, né? Do English.
Do English.
Mas vai dar
Ok.
certo.
Yep, já tá dando.
Teacher, esse material é o que tá lá na plataforma pra mim? Porque o que tá lá na plataforma é diferente desse seu.
Yes, it is different. Because you're the first person who's had this. I think I'm pretty sure you're the first person who's had these lessons. So these classes are what are going to go on the platform.
Ah, ok.
So that's part of the reason that we are recording them is to put them on the platform for everybody to learn from. But when you're studying on the platform, take a picture and send it to me so I can see what videos are there because I don't remember.
Ok.
Okay.
Ok, I will send you.
Send me where? Vai me mandar para onde? Espero que não seja algum lugar ruim.
Send... I'll send for you.
Send it to you.
Send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll send it for
Or
you.
you can
To
say
you.
no, yeah. Or you can say I'll send you it. So you can say I'll send you it or I'll send it to you. Okay, that's all for everybody.